the worst can be averted so that deflation ain't coming.
Yeah, so we are also very constructive on China. We do expect more stimulus to come. We're expecting actually a comprehensive measure rather than just trying to just prop up the economy, but much more going deeper into the problems and solving for the long term.
So the measures for the property sector, which we saw overnight, were steps in the right direction, but you know what? Investors are not buying it.
Yes, there's. I think there's a level of pessimism we think is unwarranted. We do expect more stimulus, and at the same time, if you look at the labor market, I know we talk about high unemployment rate, but there's been increasing hours of working, and it's slowly mending itself. I think we need to give it time to show in terms of some of the improvements that we'll see later part of this year.
Can China still achieve its 5% growth target?
Absolutely. We think it can definitely achieve 5%, if not higher.
Okay, well, that's a good point to make because there seems to be, Juliana, sorry, David here, by the way, there seems to be a disconnect between what the market wants in terms of more stimulus, but certainly the market's not listening to your point that 5% they don't really need to introduce anything perhaps incremental from what's already on the table to achieve 5%. Do you think the growth target is too low?
Yeah, so I think to your point, you don't need, I think, strong stimulus to achieve that 5%. Even if we basically grow less than 1%, we're going to achieve that 5.5%. Let's say next 3 quarters, 0.9%, we're going to achieve 5.5%. In terms of the target, yes, in some ways, we need to see even slower growth to get to that 5%. That's why we think it's very, very, very likely that China will achieve that 5% target this year.
Does 5% or even lower, is that enough to absorb, particularly when you look at the unemployment problem among the youth, is that enough to absorb all the excess labor that's out there?
Well, our view is that it's going to be much higher than 5%. Our view is that it's going to be higher than what the market is expecting, and that should be able to observe the labor market or bring it to sort of adjustment to that stability. But again, labor market, inflation data, they are lagging indicators. And so we should see that coming through over the next few quarters.
So it seems like Deutsche Bank thinks that the Chinese economy is going to recover better than other people do. So there's not investing advice, it's not investing advice. But so it seems that Deutsche Bank or this analyst thinks that China's economy is going to recover more than other analysts do. We'll see if that's in fact the case or not, but it seems to be that we don't really know what's happening yet with the rising interest rates and everything. So we'll see what is going to happen. I mean, I don't really, for myself, so I'm just thinking about for myself, I think that China is very challenged right now, and we'll see what Xi Jinping wants to do, because it really is up to him and what he decides for the country's economy, because it seems like he's really the one that can choose to go the way of growth or not growth, and so far he's chosen not growth. And it doesn't seem like he's interested in growth so far. So this is literally evolving every single day. That's why I'm making videos every single day almost, and that's why I'm following the process. And we'll see what happens.